tower, no problem. A lot of damage going out here on Engineer, picks up or puts down his ultimate, just trying to stay alive. A good deny going out there from Forsaken Archer, and now it looks like my models have screwed up, but everyone was kind of going invisible there. Hat trick picked up. Looks like another Genocide going down. Genocide right there, another hat trick, but this one going to Fogged, picking that up. Another kill for that Flint. Who picked up the last one? The last one was picked up by Fogged, who is... there we go, Valkyrie. So this Milk team, I mean, they're winning in towers. Don't get me wrong about that. They're pushing. They got the award placements. Look at this, even a ward going up there. These guys are crazy with their warding. I swear to God, it's really good warding. But oh, look at that, a little bit of counter warding coming out. Glacius getting sick and tired of being warded from everything. Man, picking up 2 wards there. Sweet little farm bump for Glacius. But yeah, so that being said, Legion team doing really great on the pushes. They're definitely winning in the tower scenario. 8-4, no problem. This top Rax combo, melee and range, are now prime targets for the next push. While all this was going on, Flint Beastwood, with the help of Forsaken Archer, taking down that Kongor. Who picked up that token? Forsaken Archer did. And while everyone was dead, let's do a quick item report. So let's take a quick look at Glacius, being a great support hero and has nothing except his Striders. Firebrand now picked up here with, alongside that Shrunken Head for Fog. So he is well on his way to getting that Geometer's Bane. Geometer's Bane not going here, at least yet, for this Valkyrie. Has indeed gone a Frostburn first, but as I said, you can split that up and maybe take that a different direction later down the line. Now someone with their Geometer's Bane already, and Mr. Flint Beastwood himself, Geometer's Bane, sitting nice and pretty right there. A good amount of strength, sorry, there we go. A good amount of strength and agility, a little bit of mana, movement speed, attack speed. It's a great overall carry kind of item because it gives you 2 extra, you know, illusions that you can play with on demand. You know, who's the real one? I don't know. Portal Key now picked up here on Magnus. It does look like Milk wants to do another top push. They want these towers. I think they realize that they have been a little bit outpicked, and the only hope is to get down these Raxes before Team SK can really get farmed up, which is exactly what they're trying to do. Team SK obviously trying to farm up, Milk trying to end it before the farm can come into play. So on the flip side, quickly, Vindicator, or sorry, this is Witch Slayer, does not go for those Striders. Those new Striders from 1.0.8 are quite the new change in the metagame for these gankers. It really lets them allow them to do their job a lot easier without hassle, say la vie, all that. Not going for that, so cool. We have a Barbed Armor first pickup here on Pharaoh. Typically you like to see a Pharaoh go for that puzzle box because you put up those mummies, you know, a little bit of a stun, a little bit of mana drain, put up those minions, and you have a fun time in that party of yours. Pull up your Hellborn, blah blah. Sorry, not your Hellborn, your Hellfire, blah blah blah. But he does indeed have that Barbed Armor. Hopefully it'll keep him alive a little bit longer this time. Lots of damage going in here. Glacius getting picked up. Ultimate there from that Magnus, ultimately just really not doing what it really should have. These these illusions of Flint Beastwood are just playing around with Pharaoh, but that ultimate coming out from that Forsaken Archer looks like she's going to get away with it, at least for now. But no deaths here on SK's team. So they haven't lost anyone, and this barracks is going down, no problem. This Flint Beastwood coming back in here with a vengeance, saying TTFO, get out of my base. But the damage has been done. That melee barracks is down. Another similar push will be coming down the line for that range, and then that top lane is just going to be constantly pressuring this Legion team, which is kind of going to be forcing the hand here of this this Hellborn team. This Hellborn team needs, now that they've already lost this Rax, they kind of know that this lane's going to be pressured a lot. So they might have to be forced into trying to end this sooner rather than later, which is exactly what Clan Milk here wants. At least that's my theory. Okie doke. So, well, while that's going on, Engineer also has his own portal key, so he's able to portal key in there with his ultimate. Of course, his ultimate was changed a little bit to do that AoE damage, constant damage, and still the silence on entering and leaving it. I do believe the silence is negated if you do have that Shrunken Head, as is the damage. At the very least, the damage is negated. So that being said, you know, anyone still going across it with that with a shrunken head still should at least be silenced. But I will check up on that a little later. Mighty Blade picked up for him, so maybe he is thinking of a shrunken head as well. Because if you got a portal key in, you're typically portal keying into danger right into the middle of them, where you're a prime target for a lot of different spells. So maybe they're going to be trying to negate that by picking that up. Vindicator, you are, I guess, the same kind of thing. Either going for a little bit of health or a little bit of shrunken head down the line. This engineer could be in trouble, though. As, yeah, he's definitely in trouble as he's going down to a 4-man, no, a 3-man gank. Engineer's down, guys. Start pushing, guys. Yeah. Oh, Milkfat, you were just definitely too far out of lane. Couldn't even use your portal key. Or maybe definitely couldn't use your portal key, as I do believe that Tundra hit him pretty quick. Flint Beastwood didn't care. He was off farming. And that leaves us with Defiler, who has picked up Helm of the Black Legion on a Defiler. That's kind of interesting. And going for a Blessed Orb and Mystic Vestments. So what's she going to complete first? I have to wonder. But splitting items like that can't be the best idea. But let's see what this Beastwood does. It looks like Vindicator was picked off by Fogged with the help of 2 more. And now Pharaoh coming in here with his mummies, going to be trying to do a lot of damage here. I really don't know why my models are screwed up like that. I'm pretty sure though that everyone's invisible. Courageous Leap, passive, I don't know, but yeah. So Pharaoh going down, no problem. This combined efforts of these 4 heroes. That leaves Forsaken Archer up top to do some free farm and some free pushing. Looks like this. Here's a lot of the power of the Flint Beastwood outranging towers. He can just sit there and crack on them all day, and they can't do a dang thing about it. So he's just been chipping away at this tower. No problem. It's going down. No problem. But I don't know what Forsaken Archer's doing as she's trying to 2v1 up here, but might be actually ending up taking out. Nope. Not taking out this Defiler. So close, 100 hit points, but a lot of support from this engineer. Oh yeah, she had a token of life, so she's up again. Now also getting smacked on by looks like the entirety of Clan Milk. But while you guys are up top, guess what's going on down bottom? You just lost that bottom tower. So just like you lost, you took out the top. Now you're being taken out by the bottom. A good ultimate into just an auto attack, taking out that Witch Slayer. This Pharaoh wants a piece of Magmus, I suppose, as he just jumped right in there. Magmus being forced out of his steam bath there by a keg stand, being taken out by a snot ball. That's what I call everything. But Engineer coming up here with a portal key, gets frozen by Glacius. Now going to be beat on a little bit by the creeps. And we're going to have to see what happens to Glacius here. Glacius running into running into the forest there. I don't quite know why King Raven threw up his mummies, but he essentially allowed Glacius a sweet escape there. As now it's, you know, tit for tat here. You cracked into our top, we're going to crack into your bottom. They did not get a Rax, but at the same time Clan Milk was able to extinguish the token of life from that Forsaken Archer. I mean, 4-on-1, there's only so much you can do. But yep, no tower here, and this top lane definitely needs to be controlled at all time, else they're going to start beating up that ranged barracks, and then you're going to be in a little bit of trouble, as these archers when in mass numbers can definitely hurt. I can vouch for that right now. So Beat is picking up a little bit of farm here. Looks like Major Totem and a Neophyte's Book. I wonder if he's going for that Gnome's Wisdom. That'll be an interesting pickup for a Glacius. He's basically the ultimate mana bot at that point. You know, level 4 Shielding Presence, 2 mana regen. I think it's another +1 for that Gnomes. So that overall makes him 5 in a good radius around him. So Team Milk going to be trying for a middle push here. Wants to keep cracking down on these towers. They did lose the initiative for a little bit there as SK came barreling down on them. But now they're back in on the offensive. They want to try to crack these Raxes as quick as they can. But Magmus has something else to say about that. Jumping in there with his ultimate. We do have Flint Beastwood just cracking down on that Defiler. No problem. The Engineer ported in with his ultimate as well. But this just does not look overall good. As Pharaoh going down. Glacius, the Man of Ice, just cracking into a million pieces there, and now the rest of the Legion are on the move. They are retreating, so down 2 heroes to the only one. That now puts us at a 36-24 score for that SK Gaming. Now we're 36 minutes into this game, so we're keeping up quite the rate of kills here. Flint Beastwood obviously knows that this is an illusion, considering he's not losing any health. And oh, look at that! Magmus doing a blind key right in there, stunning that Engineer, and now Engineer is definitely going to be in a little bit of trouble as perfect move. It would have worked really well if there wasn't a Flint Lockwood there, but running the one way, portal keying out the other just before that stun came up for Magmus. Now that Engineer is down, I guess Flint wants to take out some Ancients, but I really want to see an Illusion Wars. Oh, maybe not. Fine. That's fine. But, yeah, come on. So, SK Gaming, you're up a hero right now. That Engineer is down. Their Initiator is down. But it does not look like they want to push. This Dragon getting out with 20 hit points. Ah, well, could have been a little bit of extra farm for this Flint Beastwood, who doesn't really need it. Okay. So very offensive game so far, like a lot of offensive ward placements here from this Legion game, a lot of aggressive pushes here from Legion themselves. So they really want to end this game. The longer it draws on, the worse it is for them, as they're, look at the experience difference here, 32,000 experience in the hole compared to that Hellborn team, 22,000 gold. That is quite the deficit to climb out of, but hey, they've done well with it so far. So I like these Wards of Revelations. Blue putting down Ward of Revelations to take out A, the Valkyrie ult, and B, the Magmus Steam Bath, so that he can still be targeted. And those are really just smart pickups on this Legion team. So if these guys got anything, it is definitely ward control of literally almost this entire map, as we still only have the one ward here by BDiz. Now they're calling out for a pause. Graciously getting a pause. I like pauses. Well, there's a pause going on. Somebody's disconnecting. I'm going to be AFK really quick, as I need a bottle of water. It seems we have perfect timing as they're about to go back, and I have now all nice and hydrated. And you know, talking for like an hour straight really dries out the throat. So I don't know how stand-up comics do it, or you know, professors or whoever, but they do. So I'm gonna have to learn how to do it one day. But this Tinker going off on this defensive tower does make it a lot more vulnerable to attacks. But the ghosts did not come out. So I wonder if they're going to actually be committing to this. Right now they're just doing a lot of harassment on this Hellborn team. It is a 5-on-5 if they do decide to initiate, but maybe this Legion team just can't do it right now. What did they just pick up? They just picked up, I don't know, maybe more counter wards or homecoming stone or something. Alright, but there we go. Now they're committing to it. So Engineer porting in there. As I said, probably going to try to get that Shrunken Head. Just does not have it yet. Goes down, no problem. That ult barely did anything, but Forsaken Archer is definitely going to be trying to not die as best he can. Magmus coming in here with an ult, just wrecking this Pharaoh. Down goes, I think everyone. Nope, not everyone. There is an alive Vindicator, but a hat trick picked up again. Wow! Thank you, Ward, right there for seeing that. That's a smackdown. That's a genocide. That was a triple kill for Flint Beastwood. Another one picked up for Fogged, playing that Valkyrie, who has now backed off. I don't know why. Oh yeah, she's going up top to defend. No, that's Glacius. So this is the problem with losing that barracks really early. You really have to dedicate almost one person to defending this barracks, because it is a very important barracks now. So Good job on you, BDiz, doing that. We now have a 4 push here on this tower, but there's nobody to defend it. So, you know, as aggressive as those Legion players were early in, I mean, it put up a lot of pressure, but at the same time, it got them killed a lot. So this center barracks is going down.